Hello, I'm Eve.
And I'm Luna. Thanks for meeting us at the spot.
Today on Watched Wednesday, we'll talk about season 4, episodes 6 through 10 of Friends.
We got our notes, we got our drinks, so let's get started.
So, episode 6, at 6 minutes and 20 seconds, Ross is kissing his date and she invites him in. So he makes some joke and they both laugh and snort. Like they're both. That's when the audience is like, oh, okay, yeah, they're good together because they're laughing at that joke. But the date's apartment is messier than a frat house. Maybe the same? I don't know. I've never been to a frat house. But
assuming.
From stories, from stories, it's a mess.
Yeah. Dude, when I first saw that apartment, oh my God. I was like, how? What is happening?
Yeah.
Like, are you that busy? Like, are you that? But no, it's like, it's not even that.
Because then she starts, like, throwing things like,
she's
like,
with her bare hands, and then she eats some of it, too. Did you see that? Yeah. She puts it in her mouth.
I was like, at first I was like, okay, I get it. My house gets messy. But then she started throwing it, and I was like, okay, no, I don't do that. No, never mind.
There's a difference between mess and, like, just being disorganized or, like, clutter and, like... Yeah. Like how Ross says, garbage. It's the end of all time, and all that is left is garbage. Because it's literally garbage. She's throwing food everywhere.
Dude, and then, okay, at 7 minutes and 28 seconds, Ross is trying to get out, like, quick, right? Mm-hmm. So he invites her to his place, and she's like, your place has a weird smell. And I get it. Like, if your place is messy but doesn't smell weird, then you're fine, you know? But if it's messy and it smells weird, or even if it's clean and it smells weird, then it's like, is it clean? Because it smells weird.
Yeah.
Like, why is it smelling weird and it's clean? You know?
I've run into that when it's like, and there's like no carpeting or anything, but it's like an old house. So it's just, it's kind of like an old book smell, but it's like old house smell.
I freak out because I have 2 cats, so I'm like I try to go out of my house and then come back in so I can be like, okay, it smells good. Like, because then if you stay in it, you can't tell what smells or not because you're there. So I make it a point to go out of my house for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, come back in and be like, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. Because sometimes
it's scary.
Yeah, I know. I always wonder, like, what does my place smell like? And, like, I've even gone, like, to ask, like, someone who's, like, super honest. Like, I won't just ask anyone, like, but it's, like, someone who's, like, not afraid to, like, hurt your feelings. I asked, and they were just like, no, trust me, if there was a smell, I'd tell you, because I'd just be commenting on it. I'd just be saying, like, man, what stinks? Like, yeah, so that made me feel better. Because, I mean, you don't know, like... Because you walk into your house and it's just, you may not even pick up on any smell at all sometimes. Because it's like, it's your stuff. It smells like you. But it's like, what do other people smell when they walk in?
I know. Okay, so go outside, take some coffee grinds, be out there for 10 minutes, smell it a little bit, smell the coffee grinds, and then go back in.
That's a good
take
idea,
like a breath, right?
Yeah, I never thought of doing that, but I'm gonna do that.
And then I get scared. Like, I don't mind if people tell me, but don't tell me in front of everybody. Like, kind of like, hey, it kind of, like, I don't know how you would say it, but just don't say it in front of everybody, because that's gonna just, I'm gonna be sweating, like, from, like, all the, everyone looking at me, and I'm like, oh my God,
like,
everybody
get
like,
out. What do you say to that? Like, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I tried really hard. Speaking of, 16 minutes and 4 seconds, Ross is in another date with Cheryl after Joey convinced him to try again, despite her apartment being littered with garbage and apparently missing hamster. Do you think you'd be able to brave it like Joey or run out like Ross?
Oh, I got the chills. I would be like Ross because when his hand went into chocolate or whatever that was.
Oh, that sludge.
Dude, when I put lotion on my hands, I have to make sure that it's like all. If there's any like wet on my hand, I freak out. If there's crumbs on like at the bottom of a pizza or something, it's too much. I can't with a burger. I have to use a fork and a knife because it's just So I would have been like Ross. I would be like, I gotta go.
Yeah, no, it's also like just so gross because then it's like, what is he gonna do? Just not touch her with his hand? Like,
yeah, like just have it out there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I there would not have been a second date for me. I would have been out, or I would have shown up like Monica. Cause
yes, I was gonna say that too. I was thinking that like
I've actually done that, but not like
I think I went to a person's house and I was like, what if she's turned off by the mess? That's the quote that kept going in my head. What if she's turned off by the mess? No, and then like I just wanted to clean. Like they wanted to talk. Like I was with a group, right? But everybody wanted to just talk and chill. And I was like, I went to the kitchen to grab some wine because they had wine, and I was just like, if I start in this corner and then I make my way. I was already with a plan, like, and then I could.
Oh my gosh, like. I've done that when I'm, like, staying with someone, and I also feel like that's the nice thing to do. I mean, you're there. You're using, like, their dishes, too, and all that stuff. Just because you're a guest doesn't mean that you should just not do anything at all. Like, like, help out.
Especially if you're going to sleep there.
Yeah.
If you've slept there, like, because, friends sleep over.
Or you've been staying there, too, because there's been times where... my lease is up or whatever, and I'm still looking for like a different apartment to stay in or something, and so I'll stay with a friend, and like their place will be a mess because they have a kid or whatever, and they work full time and they're just busy, and they don't have time at the end of the day, which is totally understandable, and I'll go and I'll clean it up for them.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. I would have shown up like Monica, like, can I just... I couldn't sleep.
Okay, real question, guys. Dimitri just texted me saying what I want to eat for dinner. What should I say? Because I know, but I don't know. Because my brain is thinking, because we have tamales. And then I thought, maybe some rice on the side or something. But then I thought, rice. Ooh, what about if we get like Chinese?
That's a good That's a good option. I'd go with Chinese.
Okay, hold on, let me reply back.
I love how one thing just trails to another.
Yeah.
We went from tamales to thinking about rice tasting good with tamales to just thinking, you know what? I like chicken fried rice.
Yeah. Back to our scheduled program.
Episode 7, 4 minutes, 46 seconds. Ross is about to play his keyboard for his friends, and nothing could have prepared me for what the sound was. Dun, 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 dun. Woof, woof. I couldn't.
Like my brain is hearing it all, but my mouth can't figure out how to make the sound.
I can't. It was just
God.
Such a disaster. And I love how he kind of knew. I think that they weren't going to be too receptive of it because he kept stopping instead of just starting. He was like,
dude,
think of this as sound poems. Like, okay.
I feel like that's how we are when we're like gonna send each other our. That's how we were.
Yeah.
When we were gonna send each other our little book thingies. We're like, okay, so it's kind of like this. And you're gonna send it. No, wait. But
Yeah, so don't judge the grammar. I haven't really. I just threw it all out on the page and.
Oh, and then also when we were doing our list for our freebies for one of the recent episodes we did.
God.
We kept saying, and it's not if like we kept stopping people.
We're a little indecisive, like Ross, I guess.
Covering all the bases.
Yeah. Like, don't judge too hard, you guys.
At 9 minutes, 8 seconds, Chandler and Kathy are alone in the boys' apartment waiting for Joey. Kathy is cutting Chandler's hair. Dude, the whole scene of them before and almost when they kissed. Oh, the writers.
They knew what they were doing
with
that scene.
Oh, writers, you did me proud, Mr.
Oh, the
Sad.
tension.
I'm assuming they're all men. I don't know. But yes, dude, it was perfection.
But like, I hated how much I loved it. You know what I mean? Just because Joey.
Yes,
it's Joey.
I know. That's you were in Chandler's shoes. You're like, oh, but Joey. But this is nice. But Joey.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but it was nice.
Nice.
Throw Joey out of your head for a second.
Yeah,
it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Now bring him back.
Yeah,
but
Joey. It was terrible, Joey. Oh, poor Joey. Speaking of Joey, episode 8, 7 minutes, 23 seconds. Joey walks into the coffee shop and asks Gunther if he's seen Chandler. In this scene, there's a clear shot of a cake display. Did you notice the potato in said display?
No.
Really?
A potato.
Let me.
Oh no, that's avocado.
A potato. Wait, what were you gonna say? Which one was it?
An avocado. Thanks. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a potato flew around the room. I was gonna tell you like it is potato. No, you're right. It's not an avocado. It's a potato. You're right. No, we're thinking about different things.
I just got that song out of my head.
I'm so sorry.
It's been a good few days.
What are friends for? Okay, so I just sent you a
that
picture.
That shit was hilarious. Okay. It's not even baked or anything. It's just they took it out of the bag, the burlap sack that it was in, and they placed it.
They just put it in there. Like, why? Like, it's a serious scene and there's a potato and the freaking cake display. Right after this scene, Joey turns around to see Chandler and Kathy. Both Chandler and Kathy look like they feel bad, as they should, and Joey is angry, as he should be, and takes off, but not before saying Vafa Napoli, or whatever, right?
Did you? Okay.
I've always wondered what it meant, and finally looked into it.
I was already gonna ask.
I knew.
Translate it?
Yeah, I did. It means go to Naples, or see Naples and die, because once you go to Naples, you've seen everything.
Like that lady.
Yeah,
I've seen everything.
Now I've seen everything. She should have just gone to Naples. That's what Phoebe should have done.
Yep. Dang, he really told him to die.
He did.
17 minutes, 3 seconds. Everyone is over at the girls' apartment, and Rachel comes out of her room with stuff in a box. What's in the box? Sorry.
I almost said that in the scene.
That she's kept from her relationship with Ross, from a bone that the museum is still looking for, to an eggshell. And when I saw it, I was like, I bet you friend is like, that is so friend.
I was.
19 minutes, 12 seconds. Kathy shows up at the girls' apartment. Everyone's having, what is it, Thanksgiving again?
Yes.
Okay, everyone's having their Thanksgiving dinner, and she's looking for Chandler. The coat that she's wearing, is it a green velvet coat?
Who?
Kathy.
Kathy.
I didn't take a picture. My brain didn't think. I think it's like a dark.
It looked like fur almost, or maybe.
It was fuzzy, like velvet or suede. I don't know. I get the two confused.
Could have been like wool. Maybe.
No, it wasn't wool.
No, it was like soft.
That. But it was really dark. But in some lighting, you could see like a hue of green, and I was like, oh, "Is that green?" Guys,
I was too.
I want it.
I was too. Of course, you want it. You need it.
I need it.
She needs it, everyone. Excuse me.
No, I know it's not a necessity, but I still want it.
Yeah. No, she needs it.
Correction, she needs it.
What was I gonna say, damn it? Oh, but I was just too into the scene because she was, breaking up with Chandler.
And then he couldn't talk.
And his little finger.
Yes! I started it too.
But see, that right there is where he chose Joey.
Yep.
And he proved that he chose Joey because he was dying in that box to say no, why, and go chase after her. But he stayed in the box. He didn't say another word.
Speak. Yep.
He just waved the saddest little finger wave. Yes. Oh God. And Joey's he's just the best. He was like, go get her.
So okay, I was trying not to be sad so much of it when I was watching it. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why I was looking at other things. But I noticed whenever they were like, why is Chandler in the box? And he's like, well, 1, something.
Yeah.
2, whatever. He was counting off to 3, right? So what's his name? Matthew Perry comes out in another movie called 17 again with Zac Efron. Mm-hmm. And Zac Efron plays a younger version. He's supposed to be, Matthew Perry. So in that movie, he names off 3 things, and it's the same. It's 1, something.
Really?
2. And it clicked to me. I was like, oh my God, because when I first saw that movie, I was like, why does his mannerisms remind me of something?
It was like a little nod.
So I think he looked over the Friends show to see how he acted and stuff. And then he portrayed it in the movie because he's the younger version of him. So I saw that and I was like, oh my God, he really did good.
But another thing that I loved about that scene is that when Joey tells him to get out and go get her, Chandler, instead of going out and getting her,
he hugs his friend.
He stays there. He talks to him. He's like, really? Are you sure? And even though he's still dying to go get her, and Joey is dying for him to go get her.
Go get her, man. You did some really good thinking in there.
Yeah. Oh, Joey.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Episode 9. 17 minutes and 2 seconds because there was nothing happening in the beginning. Nothing noteworthy, no. The boys are at Central Perk complaining like old ninnies. And Chandler says, we're not sad. We're just not 21 anymore. I'm 29 years old, damn it, and I want to sit in a comfortable chair and watch television and go to sleep at a reasonable hour. And Joey says, I like to hang out in a quiet place where I can talk to my friends. And they both have the right idea. That's the perfect hangout.
It is.
Have you ever gone downtown and all that?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, I used to go downtown and I've gone to a few clubs and they never really sit good with me up until I would go to a kind of bar hangout thing, or back then was it's they would play old music or whatever, and it was from the 80s, the 70s and 80s. Yeah, so that stuff I would like to go, but I never really liked clubbing. The songs I didn't really, the songs I didn't know because I was always listening to older music. And if I did know the songs, they were just annoying as hell. So I was like, oh, this song? Oh my God, let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, they're right.
Just go home. Talk. Yeah. Give me my coffee. Let's go to the coffee shop.
Real. Episode 10. 5 minutes, 11 seconds. The scene. It starts at Chandler's job site. Ooh. I don't know where this energy is coming from.
I don't know. But I like it.
Okay, so Chandler walks into the lounge and he sees 2 guys in there. And he's looking for a date for Rachel or something. He finds his mark and he goes to talk to him. But the way he starts the conversation, dude, I don't know why I thought this was so hilarious. But he says, I say Drew. Why does he say, I say? Like, I say Drew.
That could be a nod to something.
It's like
Why does
old
it sound
timey,
familiar,
like,
though? Yeah, it's like, yeah, say it here.
yes!
I don't know.
Yeah, that one. I don't know.
The Three Stooges.
Okay, makes sense.
And they have those little statues and stuff.
Yes, makes sense.
Maybe.
But
I
heard him say that, dude. Oh, I just started cracking up. I woke up the dogs that were taking a nap. They just looked at me like.
I gave you that side eye.
Oh my god, that shit was funny.
6:24. Throughout this episode, Phoebe is writing a holiday song using her friends' names. My note is not about the song, but instead of Smelly Cat.
Okay.
And a fun fact I just recently found out, and that is that Lisa Kudrow helped write Smelly Cat.
Really?
Yep. She was one of the writers.
Oh, that's so cool.
She's more like Phoebe than you think.
Oh. That is badass.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question.
I may not have an answer, but okay.
I don't have one either, but okay. I still have a question. Okay. So the song when she's like, nothing rhymes with Chandler or Rachel or whatever. Yeah. Would you be able to rewrite that? Like, if you could think of something?
I tried.
Would you be able to?
Me too.
I tried too. I was like,
I was trying, like, I was going to help her. Like, I was going to pass her a note. Like, I got you, Phoebes. Don't worry.
No, Phoebes.
Yeah. No, this plagued me since the episode first came out. And, like, I just randomly think about it, like, Chandler and Handler.
Maybe if you put Chandler and then Rachel, maybe something will rhyme with Rachel. I tried it too, and I was like, I don't know what the
Joey. A lot of things rhyme with Rachel. Bagel. Name. What else did he say? I don't know. He came out with so many.
I like how Joey's like really into the song when tell Joey it'll be snowy. He's like,
yeah. Yeah, she did that with a little extra pizzazz.
Yeah. He was, he was thinking whenever she said that, he's like, dang, this chick sounds good.
Yeah. But at the end credits, when we finally get to hear Phoebe's song, and she says, "You haven't heard it yet, so don't try to sing along. No, don't sing along. Did you? Because I always do."
Yeah, I think so, because I knew the song now, watching it so many times. I was like Joey when he was saying his part. That's why I was like,
yeah. Joey, Snowy. Man.
Oh, man, that's so funny.
And every single time, like, I start to sing it, and then when she gets to that part, you haven't heard it yet, so don't try to sing along. I'm just like, oh shit, I'm singing it, and then I was like, but I have heard it yet. And then the next line is, no, don't sing along. I was like, oh shit, never mind.
She's talking to me.
She's telling me stop.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Next time on our segment Watched Wednesday, here at the spot, we will discuss season 4, episodes 11 through 15 of Friends.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.
I literally wrote it right here. Joey! Like, I literally... Because that was going to be, like, my little attachment to this note.
Yeah. You and me, we're like...
Yeah, it's like we're friends or something. How do you
I think so.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.